Everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. I hope you're good, I hope you're well. This week is my first ever in a while get ready with me on YouTube, so welcome. This is my birthday night out, so yes, we are starting with water, but best believe we are skipping to the Prosecco quick time. I'm starting on my brows, we're going to jump straight into it, and we're using the Refi Brow Sculpt. As always, I start by brushing my brows the opposite direction to fully coat them, and then brush them into the desired shape and then roll to set them. A key step is to always clean up around your brows, especially before going in with eye makeup. I just take my micellar water and a cotton bud and I just give it a little bit of a clean up around. Shortly you're going to hear my best friend jump in and scream at me happy birthday, so I hope you enjoyed this bit.
Hello! Happy birthday!
Have you ever heard anyone as excited as that? No, you haven't. So I'm going to be talking on the phone during this clip, so please forgive me, but I thought we'd just carry on anyway because that's how we do. I'm just going in with my P. Louise base, and I always use this before any eyeshadow. This is an absolute game changer. It changes the eyeshadow completely. Then we're going to take my Vive Essentials palette, and I'm obsessed with this. We're going in with the shade Buff on a fluffy brush, and I'm just literally buffing it all across my eyelid. I'm honestly obsessed with this palette, and this is actually the first time I'm properly using it, and I cannot get enough. I think it's a perfect staple, and I actually love how big the eyeshadows are. Now we're going to go in with a little smoky liner moment, and this shade is called Delicious. I'm actually not taking this on an angled brush, I'm just taking it on a thinner brush and kind of smoking from the lash line into the crease to kind of give that illusion of a thicker lash. A key step with any eyeshadow is always to blend. I just go in with a fluffy brush after I've applied this, taking no more product on that brush and just blending those two shades together to make it super seamless. Now I'm going to add a little bit more definition and take a mix of that Delicious shade and the black from that palette and just do a little soft smoky wing. I didn't want anything too dramatic, just a bit of subtle smoke. Then we're going to go in and take this beautiful gold pigment all across my lid. I'm sorry I'm moving kind of out of frame, I'm really distracted by this whole conversation. I'm taking both the golds from this palette, the warmer gold for the lid and then taking the bright glimmer shade in the corner of my eye to give the illusion of a bigger eyelid. Now this is a perfect trick, you need to try it. Now moving on to base, we're going to start with our trusty Weleda Skin Food, and I just press that in and make sure my face is literally drenched in it. Then I go in with the amazing Vive Skin Nova. I cannot get enough of this primer. It makes my skin feel so dewy, glossy and smooth. I'm obsessed. I'm going to go really red right now, and you're going to see me get hotter and hotter by the min. Then we're going to conceal as I always do, and I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. This is the Magic Concealer. I still love my collection, do not panic, but because it's my birthday I'm going to go high end. I'm a high end girl, what can I say? Then I just blend this in using a brush, just a foundation brush. It doesn't have to be perfect because obviously we're going to go in with our foundation, but yes, that was a little dance. Don't be surprised if you see some moves coming out. Then we're going to go in with the obvious Hollywood Flawless Filter. Obviously, this is the shade 1. It is perfect for me. It is the best thing I've ever used on my face, and I just buff that in using a foundation brush, and yeah, there you go, there's the Prosecco finally. Now we're using a very exciting product. This is the Nars Light Reflective Foundation that's gone viral on TikTok. I'm actually doing a video on this, a full video, so don't stress, it's going to be a full review, but this right here is my first try of it. And I'm quite shocked at how water-based it is, but this shade is beautiful. This is the shade Oslo, which is actually the lightest shade they do. Once I've buffed that in using my foundation brush, I just take a smaller brush and really make sure that it's blended into my skin. Then we're obviously going to contour. We're going to take our Cheeks Out contour by Fenty. This is the shade Amber. Honestly, best contour I've ever tried in my whole life. I just take these on the high points of my face And then I go in with some cream blush as well. My blush of choice tonight is the Refi Rose Blush, and it is so beautiful. I'm honestly obsessed. I need their blush in every single shade. Hello Refi, are you watching? You know what to do. Then we're going to go in with the Bright Fix by Fenty, just to brighten our under eyes. And I'm actually going to pop this on my nose and I believe on my chin, if I remember correctly. Yes, I've done it. And this is honestly so pretty for brightening those under eyes. And yes, this is a performance. If you guess the song, I will give you £1, a whole £1. I often find it easier to actually blend that product in using my finger, just find it works best. And then we're going to go in with our Conceal and Define by Makeup Revolution. I'm just going to let it sit there while I dance, and I'm probably going to fan it, I believe. And while that sits there, I'm just going to add a little more blush, because you can never be too embarrassed. And then we're just going to fan it, fan away, and make sure it's really locked into place before we blend it. Then I'm just taking a small concealer brush to gently blend it in. And yes, we're getting hotter. We're having a flush. We're having an alcohol flush, but we're still dancing and moving around. Now we're going to go into powdering, and I've recently used this Velour Puff, which you can get from Amazon, and it has literally changed the game. I'm using the Fenty Pro Filt'r powder in the shade Lavender, and it is actually stunning. I just use this underneath my eyes and on any blemishes that I find. Then we're going to bronze up using my fave Stalker Bronzer by Fenty. Oh, I love this. This is a shade In the Sun, and it is perfect for a pale girl. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Then we're going to go with my fave Code 8 blush. This is a shade Pink Beach, and honestly I'm obsessed with this blush. I just swirl it around and it gives like a really nice highlighted feel as well. Then for the under eyes, I'm actually going to take the buff shade that I did with the first shade that I used, and just go underneath my eyes and kind of just do a little swipe using an angled brush. Then obviously we're going to buff this out just gently using that fluffy brush, just to make it super, super smooth and seamless. Then for highlighter, I'm going to use this Danessa My Tricks, I hope I'm saying that right, highlighter, and this is honestly stunning. I just remove any of the excess on my hand. This actually came from a TikToker called Amelia, I can't remember her second name, but she's incredible. And I'm just patting this on the high points of my face using a beauty blender. Then we're going to go in and set, and you best believe I drench my face and then I fan it. I get my fan, my Chinese fan, and I fan my life away. I couldn't be dealing with doing my hair on this get ready because it just took way too long, and I'm not sure about it anyway. I'm still not sure to this day. I'm just going in with a light lip liner. This is the Morphe Honeymoon liner, and then we're going to go in with a new fave. This is the Modern Matte Lipstick by Vive. This is a shade Promise, and it is honestly beautiful. Then I'm just taking my taupe shade by Maybelline, just dusting it over the top. And there we have it. We are finished. I couldn't get a good clip of the dress, but I hope you loved it, and I love you all so much. Please subscribe.